Do you realize that every day you thought you wasn't gonna make it, do you remember them days when you thought it was absolutely unbearable and you thought you wasn't gonna endure that one? Do you know that your survival rate for every last one of them bad days is 100? Your track record surviving bad days is 100. That's a fact. Your track record, you batting 1,000. You just survived every funky day you ever had. You survived every hater. You survived all the evictions. You've survived the firings. You survived all the tell you Norwegi. You survived all the trouble you ever been in. Your survival rate is 100%. 100%. All you got to do is start changing the way you think. It's as simple as it's not a magic trick. You can protect yourself from negativity. And that's what stops most people. Negative thoughts. You can coat your mind from negativity. It's a real simple exercise to do. I do it every morning before I walk out the door, so I walk out as a positive person. You know, I get tired sometimes. That's different from being negative because I get mentally drained from my job at times. But to coat your mind from negativity, the way you can put a coating around your mind is with one simple thing: gratitude. Gratitude erases negativity. I'm going to show you how this works. If you wake up in the morning, you start having negative thoughts. Man, this ain't my day. I woke up on wrong side of bed. I'm tripping. I just don't feel myself. Every time you feel in the middle of day, if you feel yourself doing that, stop. Just stop for a second and start going over in your mind everything you have to be grateful for. Not everything you want, everything you already have, because what you have is substantial. You just haven't gone over the list and taken inventory in a long time. But the fact that you can walk, that's a blessing. The fact that you woke up, that's another blessing. The fact that you can see, think, reason, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go somewhere and get yourself something to eat, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go and turn the key and call someplace home, that's another blessing. The ability to dream is a blessing. The fact that you have an opportunity to get it right is another blessing. The fact that you're beautiful, that's another blessing. The fact that you have any measure of health, that's another blessing. And I'm just talking to you. I don't even know you. I could give you 50 things you ought to be grateful for right now. I don't even know you. Start coding your mind with gratitude. It'll change everything for you. I'm in the only profession there is no school for. You can't go to school for comedy. There's nothing available for comedy. Either born this way or you're not. But you could go take lessons, and then you know you just got to get around the scene out here. It's hard. It takes a lot. Young people, you just gotta understand it take a long time. Make a lot of money. Quit thinking you finna just hit it. That's not how this works. It takes a long time to make a lot of money. Took me a long time, man. But there's joy in the process too. So you got to enjoy the process. You got to be grateful when you're making 50,000. Then you got to be grateful when you get to 75,000. You got to be grateful at 80,000. A lot of people stay pissed off because they ain't a millionaire, but I got news for you. If you pissed off where you are right now, you'll never be a millionaire. You want me to tell you why? Because there is a principle of success that God requires our gratitude. The more you're grateful for, the more God will give you to be grateful for. God, he real smart. He got this system set up real smart. So you can immediately increase your life by being grateful instead of complaining about what's going on. Man, I got to go to work today. Man, I got these kids. See, you asked for all this. Though remember when you wanted a job, remember when you wanted a baby, remember when you wanted to get the new car. Well, a new car come with some bills. Well, remember when you wanted to get to a bigger place, you got the bigger place. It cost more money. You know what I learned? You can't cry about what's on your plate when your whole goal was to eat. And if you, the moment you start showing God more gratitude, he'll give you more stuff because he's such a fair God. You know what he do is he's not gonna keep giving you stuff if what you got you can't handle already. So he ain't gonna put no more on you than you can bear. So why are you tripping about all you got to do? He said, well, let me quit giving him stuff to do cause he already can't handle this here. You kill more blessings by not being grateful. That's the number one blessing blocker, lack of gratitude. That's the number one reason I have what I have. And that's the number one reason why I'm going to get more, because I just stay grateful for what I have. And I'm busy, man. But last year I was complaining a lot. and I couldn't understand why these few deals wasn't closing. I was on vacation this year. I was sitting on the boat. I was looking out over the water, and he just showed it to me. He said, well, Steve, you've been complaining a lot about your workload, about how much you got. I can't give you no more because I don't want to tax you. I don't want to overburden you. I came back, told my wife that we finished up the vacation. I came back, I changed everything. I wake up every morning with nothing but gratitude, and I became more efficiency. And I'm telling you right now, 2 of them deals I signed, one yesterday. The cool thing about it is it don't take God a long time to bless you. He starts immediately. Man, listen to me. Y'all wake up every day and start being grateful. Wake up every day. Don't check your phone. First, don't check your texts and messages. Wake up every morning and just start thanking him for just your life, your kids, your job, your house, your food, your clothes, your money, your car, your husband, your boyfriend, and then immediately after that, you'll have a better day, and then watch he start giving you more stuff. It's really not a magic trick to getting rich, man. You just have to learn the principles of success. What I'm going to share with you took me years and years and years to really understand it. But if you can wrap your mind around it, you can grasp this concept and then master it in 3 days, like you said. If you look slow, if you need a little extra convincing, is what I mean by that, then probably a couple weeks. And then the rest of you just won't get this at all. And I understand that there's a scripture that says the poor will always be amongst us. One of the reasons he put that in there because he knew in a lot of people's shortcomings and the way they were going to think they would do, that they wasn't going to buy into the belief system, that they wouldn't go buy into the fact that if he came to give you life more abundantly, that they weren't going to buy into the fact that miracles can happen for them too. They're not going to buy into the fact that these people with these wonderful lives, that can apply to them. I think God knew that. I'm not saying I know that, but I think that scripture in there, the poor will always be amongst us. It's because I don't know, man. Maybe he knew all of us wasn't going to believe, all of us wasn't going to receive, and all of us wasn't going to think it was possible. So maybe it's in there for that, but it covers everything. Now here's the thing that took me a long time to wrap my mind around it, is the concept of gratitude. All right, let me tell you what I came to the understanding, so you can begin the process today. Gratitude and the lack of it. Oh, hey, you listen, gratitude and the lack of it is one of the biggest blessing blockers. Their ears, listen to me. It took me years and years and years to come to this realization. I'm gonna give it to you. And if you're smart, you can really wrap your mind around this thing in a matter of days if you focus on it. And in 2 weeks, you can have this thing mastered. But gratitude and the lack of it is one of the biggest blessing blockers. There is now gratitude is just what it is. It's being thankful or grateful for something or someone and some event that's an occurrence in your life. It's just having the overall attitude of gratefulness. Thankfulness, gratitude for what you have. If you can become extremely grateful and thankful for what you have, you then open up the lanes for you to receive more. But your lack of gratitude sometimes, and our lack of gratitude, causes the blessings that could flow our way to be blocked. Here's how you block your blessings. This, the cold part, man, hit a part that I didn't get. If you are not thankful for what you have, if you are not grateful for what you have, why, listen, this is just common sense. Now, why would God give you some more stuff for you then not to be grateful, thankful, and appreciative of? Why would he do that? Well, it does not make any sense. It goes against him. It goes against the law of attraction. It goes against everything that makes sense. You cannot push away something and attract it. It don't work. You either pushing or you pull it. You either giving or you receiving. Which one you doing here? You either running your mouth or your quiet humming. Humming counts as humming, doesn't count as quiet. Well, I closed my mouth and I hum. That don't count as quiet. See, so stop looking for the loopholes. The lack of gratitude is one of the biggest blessing blockers there is, man. Why would God give you some more stuff to not be grateful for? Have you ever just looked at it that a way maybe you don't have any more than you have because you're not really thankful and appreciative or show gratitude for what you have had? How do you show gratitude when you Don't have all you want. This is very simple. You show the gratitude, the appreciation, and the thankfulness, not for what you want, for what you have then. If you really master the concept, when you ask God for something, you thank Him in advance for sending it to you, so you can sit over here and had a cold ability to receive. Man, this thing is not a magic trick. It's a mental adjustment that we have to make in order to get where we want. Look, man, the lack of gratitude is one of the biggest blessing blockers there is. Think about it for a second. Think about if you don't have all you want. When the last time you thanked Him for all you have, I mean really took inventory of your life and really thanked Him for the ability to speak your mind, walking healing, for friendship, for your family, for keeping angels camped around, for watching over your children, for your parents still being here, man, for even having a parent, even if you lost them, for the things they taught you, for being able to see the sun every day as cats locked away. Man, don't even get to see the sun. You ain't even grateful for that. But then if you locked away, ain't you grateful that you still here? Come on, man. Everybody got something to be grateful for, because all the dirt I should be in the worst position that I am. But even if you locked up all you did, you could be worse off now. Think about it. Everybody got something to be grateful for, but if you in that old woe is me mine, said the oh Lord, I just can't seem to get it together. These bills keep coming, yeah. They keep coming cause you keep attracting them. Lord, Lord, I'm so sick of this. Dick, Lord, help me get out of debt. Well, you just attracted some more debt to get out of. You keep speaking stuff out into space in the universe, and you keep speaking stuff into existence in your life. I can't ever seem to find all men as dogs. Well, here come another one. I can't find nobody to treat me right. Here come another one. Ain't gonna treat you right. When you gonna change the way you think? When will we change the way we put out what we put out into space? Man, the lack of gratitude is one of the biggest blessing blockers that there is. Man, you've got to show gratitude for every little thing you have. Music, man, the homeless man under the bridge got to be thankful if he get a box to shield him from the wind sometime, but if not, then you'll stay. I'm sorry, man, this ain't Steve, you know, coming over on this. Why you over here? You are why where you are because you thought yourself. There you thought yourself. There you attracted things to you. You didn't listen. We don't listen to God. You